Hi guys, this is a video response to Jenna Marbles. She is a comedian on YouTube that I think everybody's aware of. She normally posts these hilariously funny videos. However, this week she very bravely put a video up of her views on marriage, and it kind of made me want to do this video response. Before I begin, I feel I need to point out a few things. I'm married. I'm currently 30. I got engaged at the age of 21. I'm Catholic. I think from those few comments, some people would already go, yeah, I know what your opinion is. I think when you kind of get 24 to 32, it's kind of in your life more. All of your friends are getting married and buying houses and having babies. I would like to point out that I personally feel I didn't do it, I didn't follow that trend. Yes, we own a house. Yes, we got married. Yes, we have a kind of a baby. Well, we have a puppy. But that was our choice, you know. We got engaged very young. 21, in my opinion, is young to get engaged. We didn't get married until we were 28. However, because we made the choice that we wanted to own our home. So it was kind of like we were together and we lived together, but it was a case of we were saving money to buy a house, and then we bought the house, and it's like, okay, now we need to save money to get married. And that was the order that we chose to do things. That's not me saying that's the order everyone should do things in. You know, a lot of stricter Catholics would say that we shouldn't have lived together first. We should have got married and then bought a house, or bought the house but lived separately and then got married. But we did what was right for us, and then, you know, other people do what's right for them. If you want to live together and then have babies, and then 10 years down the line, or 12 years down the line, or 30 years down the line get married, go for it. If you decide you never want to get married, that's your choice. You know, you have a right. The same as, whereas, you know, women don't have to get married because of, you know, they get pregnant or because they need someone to look after them. You know, women in today's society are able to go out there and get jobs where they earn bloody good money, and they don't, you know, you don't need a man to buy a house, and you don't need a man to buy a car, and you don't, you know, you can be a single mom and you can do all these things by yourself if you choose, you know. And a lot of the independence women now have, they don't need to get married. You can do everything by yourself. So to get married should be a choice. You know, you choose to spend the rest of your life with a person, or at least try to spend the rest of your life with a person. In this country, you can get married at 16. But in this country, you have to be 18 to be allowed to vote. So, you know, law of the land states, at 18 you are mature enough and educated enough to vote for who you want as Prime Minister, who you want as your government to run your country. At 16, you're not mature enough to do these things. You're not an adult, you're a child, but you're allowed to get married. Sensible? No. No, I have friends that are on their second divorce, and they're my age, and they're on their second divorce, and I just think it's crazy. You know, a marriage is about the love between yourself and your partner and the life you're going to build with each other. It's not about the wedding and the bridesmaids and the church or the reception or the cake or the cars or the honeymoon. It's about the commitment to one another. And I really can see it's very easy to get caught up. Very easy to get caught up in the marriage, in the bridezilla moment, you know. Okay, did I need as many bridesmaids as I had? No. Did I need as many guests as we had? No. But it was our choice, and we paid for that. And as for the topic of gay marriage, I don't even think it should be something that needs discussing. I know that's quite a strong opinion, and I don't mean to insult anybody that has a different opinion to myself. But I don't really think there should be any need at all to have these kind of videos on about my thoughts on gay marriage, because that's ridiculous. To me, it's absolutely redonkulous, actually. It's redonkulous. There should be no need for gay marriage, because there should just be marriage. Now listen to what I just said before I get bombarded with hate. I'm not saying it should just be called marriage, you know. In this country it's called civil partnership. They should know. They're husband and husband, they're wife and wife, they're married. It doesn't matter, it shouldn't matter what genitalia you have. If you're in love with a person and you're old enough and mature enough to make that decision, then you should be allowed to marry that person. Regardless. You know, these people, there are so many videos. After watching Jenna's video, I kind of did a little more searching, and there are so many videos on here about people with their thoughts on gay marriage, and it shouldn't be gay marriage, it should be your thoughts on marriage. If you love a person, you should have the right to marry them. Saying that, you know, it stands by the same rules as everybody else. You know, you need to be ready, you need to be sure. You know, civil partnership hasn't been legal that long in this country, and yet I still know quite a few people that have gone through that and are now, you know, they're divorced. And you kind of go, well, why did you get married so quickly? And it was, you know, because I can. And I kind of understand that. I kind of understand it, because it's never been allowed before, and all of a sudden you can do it and it's legal and you can celebrate your love with a person. So maybe, you know, in another 10 years, when it's the norm, we won't have that as much. But if a man loves a man or a lady loves a lady, regardless how your genitalia fits together, you should be allowed to marry that person. To summarise, don't get married until, you know, you're ready. Don't do it until you know that, or you feel like this is a person you can wake up with every day. This is a person who you know, you can throw up in front of, you can be sick in front of, you know, be sick as in, you know, have the flu. And this is a person who, for us ladies, this is a man that will go at 2 o'clock in the morning to buy you feminine hygiene products. This is a man that you want to have babies with. This is a lady that, you know, when you've got her pregnant and she's screaming that she hates you, and in the same time crying and demanding chocolate ice cream, that you're prepared to go that step for. You know, and a person you're prepared to help through your lives and grow and learn. And one of the things that kind of stands out in my mind at the moment, when my father died, he was lucky enough to be able to die at home, and he had his entire family around him. And my mum, bless her, she adored my dad, and you know, just being there and supporting him. And it was hard for all of us, but it must have been so much harder for my mum. But her love for my dad, you know, so brave, and she was strong for him and supported him while he died. And I know that's kind of a morbid point to end on, but, you know, you need that person who you know you could do this for them. I think I've shared enough of me now, and I've rambled a little bit too long. Take care.